Hi, I'm Peter Travers, and I'm the movie critic for Rolling Stone, and I'm here to help you. I'm here to take you through a major weekend of movies. And I'm going to go right away with the only movie made by actual, real, terrific filmmakers, and that would be Joel and Ethan Coen, known to you as the Coen brothers, and their movie is called A Serious Man. I've already heard people bitching about this, that because they're talking about their own life when they were growing up in Minneapolis as Jews and as the sons of academics, that this must be their life story, and it's a story of Jewish self-loathing. I've never heard anything as absurd in my life. It's the Coen brothers. Whether they're talking about anybody, there's always some loathing going on. There's always some caricature going on. But this is a story about a guy played by the stage actor Michael Stuhlbarg, who is terrific in this movie. 1967, Minneapolis, teaching school, and he's like Job. Everything goes wrong for this guy.
I need help.
We're gonna be fine.
I've tried to be a serious man.
Is it God throwing these thunderbolts at him? No, it's the Coen brothers. They love to see how much they can make his life miserable. His wife's going to leave him for some other blowhard. His son is a pothead. He tries to see rabbis and he can't get in to see them. You know what? I'm not going to say anything else about this. You should look at the trailer, because the trailer is my favorite trailer so far this year, which just shows this guy getting his head beat up against the wall and seeing him trying to visit this rabbi and getting nothing out of it. To me, the specific becomes the universal. It's all of us. We're looking to God, we're looking to our friends, to our loved ones to say, why the hell is this happening to me? And it just keeps happening. I laughed. At the same time as I was laughing, I felt the sting of what they were doing about the spiritual emptiness that exists in this world. This is a really good movie. So what else is out there? Guilty pleasure. Nothing makes me happier than a great guilty pleasure movie. I found one in Zombieland. Zombieland, in which Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg find these two girls on the road, played by sexy Emma Stone and by that little Miss Sunshine herself, Abigail Breslin, and do nothing but kick zombie ass. That's what they do through the whole movie. R-rated, blow the heads off of these suckers. This is what they do, and then they visit somebody. And for 15 minutes, we have a cameo played by one of the major Hollywood stars in this whole world. And I can't tell you who it is because it's too big a surprise. And it's a wowzer. Just watching this guy is terrific. So that's the fun one. There's two more movies, and I don't have time to say a lot about them, except they all have really good things about them, and then they just screw the whole thing up. The first one of that is called The Invention of Lying. This is Ricky Gervais starring and also co-directing and co-writing. And the whole idea behind this is that it's an alternative universe where nobody can do anything but tell the truth. Lies are impossible. Waiters tell you they just took a sip out of your drink. When Hollywood makes movies, they have to stay historically accurate because they can't lie. So the whole movie is a guy sitting with a smoking jacket reading from a history book about Napoleon. Jennifer Garner becomes the love interest, and this is where the movie goes wrong. Not that Jennifer Garner is wrong, but because Ricky Gervais, like he did in Ghost Town, is turning what's a real, wonderful, hard-hitting satire into a love story about how the beautiful babe has to fall in love with him despite the fact that he's chubby and has a strange nose. I just don't care about that. The other big movie that will probably be #1 at the box office is Drew Barrymore's Whip It. Yes, this is the roller derby movie. This is the one that represents Drew Barrymore's directorial debut. And she certainly has a way with actors. But the fact is, this movie is infected with a case of the cutes. I mean, with all the roller derby stuff, it's all female empowerment. It's all cutesy. Ellen Page, the Juno star, stars in this movie as a woman named Bliss. That's her name, and she's going to find her bliss. No, please don't tell me that. And then when she gets into the roller derby, even though she looks like 80 pounds and would be knocked over in a minute, she becomes Babe Ruthless. And what team, what roller derby team does she play on? The Hurl Scouts. I'm sorry, people. Thank God Juliette Lewis and Kristen Wiig are in this, because they don't dull the edges of their performances. And Marcia Gay Harden and Daniel Stern, as Ellen Page's parents, also show some chops. So yeah, Drew Barrymore shows promise here, but she's still painting inside the box. Sorry. All right, scumbucket time. Bring on that scumbucket. I have got to have it. You know, I'm hearing from you on Twitter, I'm hearing from you on my blog, and you always say the same thing. You're always knocking, you're always putting scumbucket movies there, the big Hollywood movies. You never pick on those little indie movies you're always telling us to see. All right, screw you, so I am. I'm going to pick them, you know. Here it is. There's a movie out there called The Burning Plain, directed and written by Guillermo Arriaga, the guy who did Babel, wrote that, and 21 Grams. And it stars Charlize Theron and Kim Basinger, who drag their asses through this movie like molasses. It thinks it's arty, and it's just boring. It's awful. It's awful. I'm here admitting to you that it's awful. John Malkovich, another actor I admire tremendously, is in a movie called Disgrace, in which he plays a professor in South Africa who has an affair with a black student, and all goes wrong for him, and we learn about apartheid while everybody stares into space. Horrible, horrible. Now there's a movie called Adventures of Power, because Power's the guy's name, directed, starring, written by a guy named Ari Gold. Yeah, Ari Gold, Jeremy Piven's character on Entourage. No connection whatsoever. This guy just wants to leave New Mexico and become an air drummer. Success. The weird thing about this Entourage connection that doesn't exist is that Adrian Grenier shows up in this movie in a cameo playing a country singer named Dallas Houston. Don't know why, don't know where Ari Gold comes from, and you know what? I never want to know. Scumbucket for all of them. Sorry, that's just the way it is. I'm Peter Travers.